being a social media manager is simply or basically handling the social media presence of companies, brands, or individuals. Okay, so you just being in charge. If you are a social media manager, it means that you are in charge of the social media presence of companies, brands, and influencers, basically. Okay, so social media managing is something that you can do from anywhere at all. You can do this as a freelancer. If you go on sites like Fiverr, Upwork, and the rest of them, you will see some gig. You'll see people who are social media manager, and companies do employ them or contract them to handle their social media presence for them. This is a kind of a business that it is just an in thing now. It is highly profitable. Yeah, it is. If you want to know how profitable this is, just go to fiverr.com and type social media manager. You will see some people that are into this, and you'll see how much they are charging for a post, their basic charge, their premium and VIP charges. You'll see all of them there. From there, you know how lucrative, or how profitable rather, you know how profitable this thing called social media managing is. Because I think people are not looking into this opportunity, because it is an opportunity now for young people to go into. Because let me tell you something, since last year, which is 2020, and with the whole coronavirus thing, most businesses that are not online, are not on the internet, are coming up now. Like, they are pushing their businesses, their companies there into the internet space. And most of them they are novice into this internet, whatever online stuff. They are not used to it. They don't know how to handle their social media presence, and they need people like you to do that for them, and they pay you for your service. So this is something you can do. And let me tell you one interesting thing about being a social media manager is that you can be in Nigeria and be handling the social media presence of a firm or a company, be in the US, in the UK. That is to say, you don't need to be physically present in that company to handle their social media presence. Not at all. You don't need to be present. That is why when you go on Fiverr, you see that it is a freelancing service that people are doing. Because you can be in Nigeria and you are doing it for somebody in the US, you're doing it for somebody in South Africa and other countries, or you can be, let's say I'm in Jos now, I can be doing it for somebody in Lagos. So I don't need to be physically present in that company to become their social media manager. I hope you get this basic thing about being a social media manager. Okay, so you be a social media manager, there are things that you are expected to do as a social media manager. You are the one in charge of creating and scheduling posts. You're also in charge of creating adverts for that firm or for that company. You're in charge of that. You're in charge of responding to DM or customers' inquiry, let's say on a particular product or on the company as whole. Yeah, you are in charge of responding to their DMs. Okay, so these are things. Yeah, I know most people don't put their social media manager in charge of their DMs, but most times, okay, it depends on the agreement reached. You get me? It depends on the agreement reached. Most times, you are also in charge of replying messages. You get what I'm saying? So these are the three basic things that you do as a social media manager. There are simple things that you can do, and it is something that anybody, once you have, you can go into it. Once you have your laptop, your internet connection, or even a phone and a good internet connection, like, you are good to go. You are good to go. But before you go into it, there is something I usually tell people that are interested in going into social media managing. I usually tell them, before you get started, there is a time for trial and error. Before you get started, there is a time for trial and error. Being a social media manager is not just something you just wake up one morning and you feel you can start doing it. Yeah, don't get me wrong. There are people that are so talented. They are so skillful when it comes to all these social media things. But if it's something you've never done before, it's advisable for you to go and practice. Like, do your trial and error process. You need to practice before you now present yourself to a brand or to a company to be, that is, writing them that you want to be their social media manager. Let me tell you something, this is business. Yeah, if you don't know, this is business, and I think it should be treated as such, in the sense that if you are a quack, in quotes, if you are a quack social media manager, that is, you've not really done your practice, or you are not good at what you do, and a firm, maybe because of the way you presented yourself, a company decided to employ you, give you a trial, and you go there, you mess the whole thing up, I bet you after 1 month, or even after a day or a week, they will just sack you from that job, like you are not qualified. And that is a bad one for you, because you won't be getting reviews. Let me tell you, when you're working online, you need customers' reviews. If you're used to the internet space, when you're doing stuff online, you need reviews from company. When you're selling products or you're selling service, you get me, you need customers review. And when you just say, oh, I want to do it, I don't know how to do it, but I will do it, and you are just a quack social media manager, and you start jumping from one company to another, like, it will rub bad on you, because you won't be getting those positive reviews from clients or from your customers. You get what I'm saying? So in order to get started, you need to give yourself time to try the process, to know how it works. One thing I tell people when you're about to get started as a social media manager is approach a friend, you get me? Approach a friend or a family member that you know is into business, or you know has a social media page that he or she is using for business. Tell them, okay, I see this is your social media account, this is your business page. Can I help you handle this page? But before you do that, ensure that any social media platform you're handling is something that is a platform that you are conversant with, like you know how the algorithm work. If you are choosing Facebook, you want to work on Facebook, you should know how Facebook algorithm work. You should know how to post adverts on Facebook, like converting ad on Facebook, how to get traffic from your advert. You should know how to do all of this, at least for a starter. This is not something you should be worried about, because here on YouTube, even here on my channel, if you just go and type of how to run adverts on Facebook, like you'll get tons and tons and tons of video on that. This is something that you can practice, and when you are good with it, then you are good to go. Just approach a friend or a family member and tell them, okay, you want to help them manage their social media presence, or a page, their Instagram page, that's their business page on Instagram. You want to help them manage it. Then if they agree, of course they will. Who will see such good opportunity and wouldn't give it a try? Because mind you, you are not coming in as pay me for this. Like, maybe you are not telling them to pay you, because this is you trying to see if you can do it. Okay, so you just approach them and tell them, of course they will willingly allow you do it. Then before you start handling it, something I want you to take note of is to check how many followers does that particular page has, that business page has. How many followers and how many visitors do they get in a day, in a week, in a month? Just check all of those are data that you can scroll back and check. So just ensure you check all of those and write it down, because that is the point that is the starting point for you, because that's the point you met that social media platform or that business page. Okay, let me use Instagram for example, so that you get what I'm saying clearer. That is the point you met their Instagram business page. Okay, let's say now you are giving yourself 3 months trial period or 3 weeks trial period, and okay, now you are in charge of this Instagram business page, and maybe when you started they already have like 50 followers, and they already have up to 5 to 10 people visiting them, and maybe the amount of sales they are making is 2 sales per week or something. This is me just giving you an example. Okay, so these are things you need to put down. Then you start your own work. You start creating scheduling and posting on that platform, creating posts, trying to see how you can get more followers for them, how you can grow that page, and also capture more customers to or more visitors to visit that page, and try to convert those visitors into buyers, into potential buyers for that particular, or clients for that particular business that page is promoting. Do you get what I'm saying? So when you do all these things, let's say you're giving yourself a kind of 1 month to 3 month trial period, you should be able to write down your achievements and then your setbacks, or the place you think you are not doing it right. You get it? The things you think you're not doing it. Let's say you are not good in posting attractive or eye-catching posts. You're not good in creating eye-catching posts, and for that reason those posts are not kind of welcoming, or they are not converting at all. That is the English. Those posts are not converting. You should know, okay, these are my setbacks, or this is the problem I'm having. Now, because you're doing it for a friend for free, or for a family member for free, of course they will not bash you that much, because this is something you are doing for them for free. Of course, in this your trial moment, there are some things you'll be doing right, and there are some things you'll be doing wrong. This is you testing yourself. Now, after you must have done it for, let's say you're giving yourself a trial period of 3 weeks to maybe 3 months, and you've done it, you've seen your progress and your points of decline, you've seen all of those. Now you can sit back and say, okay, why is this particular thing not working? Why am I not getting this thing right? If it's something you need to Google and search, you go ahead, make research on it, watch videos on it. Of course, you come back stronger, you come back better. If you want to go into this social media managing stuff, and at your trial stage, don't be afraid to fail. Nobody is paying you at that moment. Don't be afraid to fail. Let me tell you something. Some of you will say, I don't want to do it for somebody. Let me do it on my own page. Most times, the way your page, this is your page. You know what your business is all about. You know what you're doing. You might not really get the thing doing it for yourself, but when you're doing it for somebody else, you tend to understand what it entails. So forget about your own for now. Do it for this person during your trial moment. Do it for it. And when you've seen the things you're not doing good, and you've worked on it, and things are now turning out better, then let's say, for example, you met that page having 50 followers, and at the end of your 3 months, they are able to have at least more 50 followers, making it 100 followers, and at least you've started posting eye-catching posts, like eye-catching content, interesting articles on their pages and stuff like that, that are really, really bringing visitors to visit that page, and in turn convert them to become customers or clients for that particular business that page is representing. You see that, okay, you're making progress. You can tell this person, okay, this is what I've achieved. And the person, if you feel the person has to do a kind of a video review for you, you can tell the person, can you do a video review for me? You don't really need to tell them what to say. They should speak from the heart. Okay, you can go ahead and do another trial and error process for another person. That is, you're doing it for 2 different people. I know some of you will be like, hey, why do I need to do all these things? Yes, you need to do it because you need to be perfect in your work. Not really perfect, but you need to be good in what you do and what you're presenting to clients. Remembering, you're not just targeting clients that are within your locality. You can post this as a gig on Fiverr, and you can get contracted to do stuff like this. And if you're not good at it, like, you're bashing yourself, you're painting it black on yourself. Okay, so this is your trial moment, and these are things you need to do during your trial moment. When you know you're good, to an extent you're good, you can now start to look for clients. Like locally, you can start telling people around that I can do this. Just approach them through their DM, send them messages or emails, tell them I can do this for you. I can be your social media manager. I can help you do this. I can help you grow your business or grow your business page from now to the next 2-3 months, depending on what you know you can do. Okay, so now the next thing, I want to give you some tools or some tips on the different application that you'll be needing, or the different tools that you'll be needing as a social media manager. The first and very important one that, like, I don't think you can be a social media manager without this particular tool is Canva. Okay, like with Canva, I don't know, I already said I'll be making a tutorial on how to use Canva. With Canva, you can do pretty much everything. If not, you can do a lot. Yeah, you can do a lot with Canva. You can create, there are different free templates on Canva that you can use for your post. You get me? You don't need to, yeah, you can start from scratch, but if you don't know how to start from scratch, you can just go to Canva. You see how to create posts with Canva, how to do so many things with Canva, even how to get, like, let's say you have a picture you want to use for post and you want to remove the background, you can do that on Canva. You can, like, there are so many things you can do on Canva. You want to create like a cover page for, or banners for your company, or logos for the company you're handling. If this is what you are also doing, you can use Canva to do all of this. Like, you can do a lot with Canva. So this is the first and very important tool you need as a social media manager. The second thing you need as a social media manager is InShot app or iMovie app, because you'll be using this to edit videos. If you are handling a page that needs video, that uses video to advertise, you also learn how to edit videos with this app. Like, I think they are the most easiest. Okay, for me, I think they are more beginners friendly. You can use InShot, you can use iMovie, yeah, you can use KineMaster as well, but I think these two are the most easiest to use. You can navigate around the site to see how it works. Another tool you'll be needing as a social media manager is the Buffer app. Okay, you'll be using this to schedule posts. Of course, you'll be needing Google as well, because this is what you'll be using to make research. Let's say you're handling the social media or the Instagram page of a company that is into, let me see, that's into fashion. Okay, that's into fashion, like they sell fashion item. You're handling their social media presence. You know, you need to be posting things that are related to fashion, things that will really catch people's attention. Then you need to go into research, because sometimes it doesn't just come to you. You need to research it. So that's where you use your Google. Like, I don't think there's anything you search on Google that doesn't have an answer. So you must make use of your Google to search for posts, interesting articles that you can put together and then post on those pages. You get what I'm saying? So these are the important tools you need as a social media manager. Okay, so before I round it up, there is something very, very important you have to do as a social media. If you are planning into, not as a social media manager now, if you're looking into starting this or doing this for clients, for customers, one thing you need to do is, like, your own business page is your first CV. Your own business page is what, or your own page is what clients will always check to see, okay, if you're sending me DM that you can handle my social media page, you can handle my Instagram page, my business page, you can handle it. I need to see yours. I need to see what you have on your page. I need to see how your page looks like. So this is to tell you that you have to put your own page in check. You have to put your own page together. You need to post things on your page that are related to what you are doing. You need to know how to use your Canva to create posts for your page, how to use Pixel Lab. Like, most people don't use this thing, but this Pixel Lab is something you can use to, like, graphics. You can use it for your graphics. Okay, you can use it to create so many things. You can use it for your logo design. You can use Pixel Lab as well. Okay, I think I'll be filming some videos subsequently showing you how to use some of this app. Okay, you need to know how to mix videos, how to edit. Just make sure that your own page is welcoming. It's something that they can go check out and they'll be like convinced. Your page should be able to convince them that yes, you are capable of what you said you can do. You're capable of handling their business pages. So don't just go and start sending people DMs telling them you can handle their social media pages when your own is nothing to write home about. So for now, you can start putting things in check, like checking your pages and know what you have to change, what you have to replace, what you have to, you get me, before your trial and error process. During your trial and error process, you'll be correcting yours as well, then before finally approaching your clients. Okay, so this is what it entails being a social media manager. So thank you for watching this video to this point. I didn't introduce myself at the beginning of this video, forgive me. I still remain my humble self, Oni Onwura, a content creator based in Jos City, Nigeria. If you're just coming across my channel for the first time, like, thank you for watching through this video. Thank you, I really appreciate. But before you leave, ensure you subscribe, please. If you like this content, like, I don't know why you wouldn't give this video a thumbs up. Do that, support your girl, help this video do well here on YouTube, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.